So guys, here's my F850GS. It's a Premium Plus version here in Brazil. The difference between this and the other ones, it has the electronic suspension, it has the TFT dashboard, and it's keyless, so you start just pressing the button. So let's start with the luggage. The first accessory I bought was a luggage from BMW for you to put in the rear seat or on this part here of the bike. It does have enough room, it's about 30 liters. It fits enough things for you for short trips. I usually put my food in here, my waterproofs and some other stuff, things that I do not need to get quickly. The main ones I usually leave on my tank bag. So this is quite good, it doesn't shake, it straps under the seat, or you can place it on this handle. It's light. It doesn't change the center of gravity of the bike. I used to have like a top box. I still have it, but I'm not using anymore, especially on my short trips off-road, because it's quite heavy and it changes the center of gravity of the bike. And also, if you leave things in there, it does shake quite a lot. So you cannot leave your electronic goods, a laptop or a camera, because it might break. Also, I have a tank bag from SW Motech. It's not here, you can see from my other videos. It's placed on this ring, which is bolt in the tank ring. It's quite big, it does fit my GoPro, my camera, my snacks and other small things that I want to have easy access. If you are doing serious off-roading and if your terrain are quite uneven, I suggest you to use one of the ones that you can strap under the tank, because it happened to me quite a few times that the tank bag came loose. It's better for you to strap under the tank, okay? So moving on to accessories, I have a brake pedal extension to make my riding more comfortable, especially if you have off-road boots. It's better, it does increase a little bit for about 2 centimeters, so it's quite useful. Also, I installed a center stand to make maintenance a little bit easier, to lubricate your chain, and especially if you're gonna do something on the bike, it's much better than to leave on the side stand. In terms of protection, I have the GIVI Engine protector. It's made of metal, quite heavy. It's probably more than 2 kilos, but it's quite heavy duty. You see, it's thick. If you get like some stones, dirt on the mud, it does protect your engine quite a lot. I really suggest you to get one of those if you do serious off-roading, because it happens to me quite often to get some large stones being thrown on the engine, okay? So it's quite useful. I also have this protection here. I'm not sure if it's effective or not, especially off-roading, because when your bike falls, it usually hits the handlebar first. This is only for you to protect this part of the fairing. So if you are very precious about the appearance of your bike, it's useful to have one of these. But remember that it does add some weight on your bike. It doesn't look very nice on the bike. I prefer the original look of it. So moving on to my dashboard, I moved the GPS on this holder here, which is bolted in on the headlight. Okay, I bought it from AliExpress. It's a support, very easy to install. You just move the GPS holder, which was here, up to here on a more convenient place, because you are always looking ahead of you, so it's easier for you to see your maps. I also have a mobile phone holder, waterproof. You can touch your phone through here. It's very good for you when you are in the city, for you to navigate, to watch the traffic, all those things, okay? I placed it on my mirror because it's also in a very easy place for me to see. This is a very important accessory. It's the hand guard protector. The one that comes with the bike is made of plastic. It's very useless and it doesn't protect absolutely anything. So this one has a metal frame here which protects your lever and also protects your hands if you fall down. It's from Barkbusters. Actually it's SW Motech, but it's the same brand. It's the same thing. They probably made a partnership or something like that. This is a must-have. Moving on to the front of the bike. This is a very cheap accessory and very useful to protect your headlight. I paid no more than $30 Here in Brazil it's like 300, 200 reais. It's from Puig. It's worth buying because it's cheap and you can protect your headlights. If you get a stone here, you can break your headlight, and this is probably very expensive. I also have a wind deflector from Touratech, very useful as well. It does deflect the wind, especially on motorways. I prefer this than the larger screens because you can remove it if you're off-roading and you want to remove weight from your bike. You want something more simple, you just remove it. Again, on this side of the dashboard, here I have remote control of my GoPro. I also have this antenna, which is used to cut kite strings. Here in Brazil, it's quite often, especially in the suburbs, when you go through the suburbs, some children play with kites and this string can cut your throat. So it's like a safety issue here in Brazil. Another thing that I bought was a gear shifter, genuine from BMW. This one comes with the F850 Adventure version. You can adjust this bit. You just unscrew this and you can raise so that your foot... this is a bar riser from SW Motech. Very easy to install. It does raise 2 centimeters, your riser, so you can leave it on a more adequate position for a comfortable riding. You can see how this raise the bar and how the bar is pointing towards the ground, leaving your hands on a more comfortable position when you are riding off-road on a standing position. One thing which is important to mention is that the majority of accessories you have are not very useful. They are just there for you to spend money, and they do not add comfort or something useful to your riding. So before you buy, just make sure that you really need that. Otherwise you're going to make your bike full of stuff that are not worth buying and are not useful for your riding. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to leave your comments below if you have some questions about the accessories. Subscribe to my channel to see some contents like this and some of my off-road riding, and all the best. Thank you.